Hello. Hello and welcome. Knew I'd have something wrong. Anyways, hello, welcome. What's up? You missed me yesterday? I know you did. I was half dead all day because our Abby and I were on the same flight back home, and yeah, that motherfucker was delayed, and we didn't get home. Like, we didn't land until 3:30 in the morning, and I didn't get home until about 4. And then I had to pass out, quite literally, and go to work at 8 a.m. So yeah, I was like, you know what, I gotta skip this one. I am fucking beat. I went to sleep, I think around like 7 last night. 7 p.m. last night. I realize I don't have water. That's gonna become detrimental at some point. Anyway, came back from Toytuber Expo. Amazing convention. Rowdy! Hey, Kaiju! I got to see Rowdy IRL. Oh my god, amazing. Seeing you in person. Great. Great. Oh yeah, I do have it. I don't know, Kaiju, I don't think that you saw it, but, I got my Gemini figure and signed by, oh my god, why am I... See, this is why I can't say names online. What the fuck? Don't tell him I forgot that. I'm literally seeing in my... God damn it. Help, Riles. Help, Riles. I don't... Why am I blank? Like, the second that you say it, like, I'm gonna be like, fuck, yes, that. My brain is blanking. I'm out. Smooth brain ingested all the news. Ask me about, you know, fucking Putin and the meeting that Trump had with Putin, and then the meeting they had with Zelensky and the entire fucking UN. Then I know what the fuck happened. So yeah. Oh yeah, definitely go next year. It was awesome. I absolutely loved it. But yeah, like I was doing nothing but just ingesting the news. Did I not blend enough? I feel like I didn't blend enough. Or I blend too much and I just wiped most of it off. Being a girl can be hard. Yeah, anyway, so that's primarily what I did all day today. I was supposed to unpack. And... Oh, you can't see it. I do have to put it up high. Boo. Boo. I'll have to do it. But we have 7 days, 9 hours till DragonCon. We will be packing once, like one cosplay each day that I stream, just to make things seem a little bit more entertaining, I guess. I don't really know. But yeah, I have some things that, like, one cosplay that I'm going to pack up, but we have our 7 days, 9 hours till DragonCon. Am I sweating? Ask me if I'm sweating. Profusely. So I'm actually using a different packing method this year, and I'm going with storage bins. I'm just not even going to fuck around, mostly because I can put them in the closet and then just fucking leave them alone, you know? But the second big bin is going to be reserved for the snack bar. Yes, I bring a snack bar. I also have a couple of, like, stackables for the bathroom and the snack bar. 2 important things. I'm probably going to bring this so we can write notes to each other on the black or on the whiteboard. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of things that, I'm gonna be packing up, so I figured, fuck it, we ball, you know? So, yeah, super sad that you can go this year, Kaiju, but definitely next year I hope to see you there. Yeah, like I said, today was nothing but just gorging myself on the news, because I didn't do any of that this weekend. I did a little bit, but not like I normally do. I decided to actually, like, sleep because, fun fact, my dumbass missed my plane on Saturday, so I said, fuck it, Hey Leia, how are you doing? I said fuck it, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna cancel this flight. So I canceled my flight, and because I was late, but like my flight was also delayed, and I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna do this. So I canceled my flight, got a car, drove 9 hours up to New Jersey, and had a blast, and then got on a plane that was delayed for several hours. At one point, we didn't even have pilots, which I didn't even know was a thing. Oh, that's what's different with my eyes. I didn't even put any mascara on. Crazy. Do I even have some around me? It's like something's weird with my face, other than my face. But yeah, it was quite interesting. Had some conversations in the airport. Abby gave away stickers. I was like, son of a bitch. It's like, they probably don't want these stickers, Abby. Thank you. But I did give them some of my actual ones, and they were a lot cuter. So, a lot more family friendly, I should say. Not cuter, but Abby and I trolled the hell out of people. Thank you. Thank you. Trolled a bunch of people with those goddamn stickers. I think everybody knew that it was a troll, but I think that a lot of people just were indulging in the hilarity of it all, and just the weirdness that Abby and I bring to the table. So, you know, but it was nice to like be on a flight with a friend and not have to like just sit there for hours on end by myself getting pissed off. Cause like I told him, I was like, man, if it was like, if we got back at like 6 a.m. instead of 4 a.m., I was like, I could have drove us. I could have just drove us back. And I would have been so pissed about it. I'm gonna be honest, I'd be so fucking pissed about it. I would have been so mad. But we got back like a few hours before if I would have drove us. But yeah, such a fucking nightmare. I think we had like a different pilot come from a different airport, I think is what they were saying. But at some point I was just laughing because I was like, A, I was high as hell. And B, because like, what else are you going to do? Other than just engorge yourself on a couple of edibles and just try to fly yourself home, I guess. But at some point, like, they were like, there's no pilots. And that's whenever I started recording, and Abby's like, no pilots. And I was like, there's no fucking pilots. Like, I was like, you've got to be fucking kidding me, bro. You got to be kidding me. Absolutely asinine. And friends of mine messaged me, and they were like, oh, it's because the weather's been bad. And I'm like, yeah, because the pilots can't, like, we don't know what the fuck the weather's doing because all of that's been dismantled. So it all boils down to our fucking administration doing this shit. And because planes were not delayed like this. I don't feel like they were this delayed. And friends of mine that even were like, you know, they typically delay this time of year just because of the weather. However, it's been way worse this year. And I'm like, okay. Is that you in the back? Felt something move on the back of my chair. I don't like any of that situation that just happened. And now Bruce also has a perch. That also makes me go, I really don't want to take down that thing. I'm just going to have to move it up a little bit or something. Hey, what's up, bud? How's it going? You doing all right? Got a nice little perch now? Yeah? He's doing great right now. Oh, he gets to be in the shot right. Oh, good. That's centered up. They are coming to life. I'm starting to wonder that, actually. Your mom had a 12-hour delay one time, but yeah, I would feel... Yeah! And my friend, Neon, they came out, and their flight was delayed so badly that they had to stay here for, like, an extra day and a half. And then they were delayed in the other city. And I was like, this is crazy. It just feels like it's happening way more often than it used to. And yeah, it makes me just not want to fly. And I have to fly in October no matter what, so that's gonna suck, but 2010 or something. Oh, that's fair. But I feel like that wasn't a huge thing. Like, I don't know. It feels like everything is just slightly worse. I mean, like, not for nothing. There's, like, been attacks on people, like, in my vicinity, like, not friends with me, but, like, there's a trans drag artist that got essayed and, like, beaten with a bottle locally, I think. She didn't say the club that she was at, but it's Poison Far From Good. It's like poison and then far from good is all one word. But she was like attacked and I'm like, holy shit. Like you see it, but like I feel like it's happening more often. I feel like I'm seeing it happen more often. And then another, like a MAGA supporter, shot up two Hispanic men just pumping gas at the grocery store. So yeah, it makes me so angry. There's like, but there were two Hispanic men that were shot up by a Trump supporter that was like obsessed with, what do you call it? Was obsessed with, deportation and all this and that. And then, I know I wrote it down because I was like, holy shit, dude. Oh, a shootout, but this was in February. But I feel like this should have been brought to light back then. I feel like I should have heard something because I was really kind of in the know ever since like Kamala started to run and I was like, okay, here we go. And I started to really get political and whatnot. But anyways, there was a shootout back in February in Maine. And he stated it's because of his beliefs like the anti-LGBT, abortion, and vaccines. But it's because he kidnapped his daughter and pushed and assaulted the teenage girlfriend and the mother of that child. His teenage girlfriend and the mother of his child. Like, oh my God, she's watching The Hobbit. That's awesome. But yeah, and so that's the reason why he was doing that. It's why he was getting like swatted. It had nothing to do with his political stance. It had everything to do with the fact that he assaulted a teenage girl, and like they didn't say anything about statutory rape. So I guess it's probably like a 19 or an 18 situation, but either way, and then kidnapped his daughter and held the police at gunpoint and shot a canine officer, aka one of the dogs. Shot the dog. What the fuck? Like, I feel like it shows more and more often, especially like during Trump's presidency. I always feel like during Trump's presidency, it's always like way worse, you know? It always feels like it's way worse than any other time period. And I don't think that that's just me assuming. I feel like it's kind of accurate, you know? However, like, you know, talking about like bad LGBT stuff, the good LGBT stuff is that Louis and Blaze, these two adorable boys, joined the Minnesota Vikings team, and everybody's freaking out. And they're like, men shouldn't be on the team, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, you know that Ronald Reagan and George W. Bush were both cheerleaders? Two men that you're like, or you used to be at least. You used to be all about them. But both of them were cheerleaders, and you didn't have a fucking word to say about that. Interesting. Quite interesting. So, yeah. Did you hear about the two Iranian refugees who came here illegally under asylum and had their asylum status revoked for no reason and got detained? Yeah. Yes, and there was a video of it, right? If it's the one with the video, you can't see a whole lot, but you can hear the man saying their refugees were here legally. I think they were there for Christian beliefs. Yeah, it's that one. It's they were detained, or they had to leave Iran because they're Christian. and they would be killed in Iran for having Christian faith. So the irony of that is just blatant. It's the same thing with, like, Gavin Newsom doing those fucking tweets. And I know a lot of us here are a little, like, poo-poo on him because, like, the way that he just didn't give a fuck and threw trans people under the bus. But I do have to say, good for you for fucking trolling him, because Fox News was like, where is his wife at? If she, like, if I were her, I would grab that phone from his hands and be like, you are making a fool out of yourself. And I was like, nothing? Nothing? Okay. I see that we are not aware. Okay. Wow. The Trumpism and the Kool-Aid runneth deep. Ridiculous. So stupid. Yeah, they don't want to talk about real Christian prosecution. You know why? Because Christian fundamentalism and Christian nationalism aren't the same thing as actual Christianity. They have literally taken that book and bastardized the hell out of it. Oh, you're not supposed to be homo. Doesn't say anything about that in the book, bitch. Didn't say anything about it for a long time unless you guys fucking put it in there. I mean, it's not far from you guys stretching the truth. I mean, Trump literally is having the, oh my God. Now I'm blanking on it, but, the Smithsonian. Yeah, so now Trump is changing the Smithsonian history on slavery to be more whitewashed than it is. Way more whitewashed than it is. To make it seem like they put themselves into slavery. They are wanting to push the narrative that black, brown, and indigenous people sold themselves into slavery. That's fucked, dude. That's changing history. That's what they did with the Christian book. That's why there's so many fucking versions out there. We don't have the original anymore. The original's gone. And I think that there's, like, one that's, like, fucking old as hell, but you can't translate it. You don't fucking know. You're just using that fucking book to sit there and be mean to people. That's the only thing. Fucking, you gotta be kidding me. Like, if the Smithsonian ends up changing shit, I'm gonna be so fucking heated. Because it's not like our history isn't whitewashed as it is, right? We're fucking whitewashing the hell out of it, and now we're using fucking PragerU as a this is the line that we need to go for? Are you fucking kidding me? The one that says that, like, Christopher Columbus did all these good things? No, he didn't. He's a genocidal fuckhead. He's a piece of shit. Like, being, like, the fact that they're saying they're pissed off about woke is not bad. That means that you're coming to the realization and deconstructing those emotional feelings whenever you find out that people, human beings that were put into slavery, sold by a lot of white people. And I know that they're going to be like, it doesn't fucking matter. There are also black slaves that were helping catch other slaves. And that's how we got the police department. So, like, chill the fuck out. But white people that sold these innocent human beings into slavery, had them chained to the fucking neck. And if one of those slaves, even on the end, the last one at the end dies, they just throw them all overboard. And I'm like, oh God, I can't. That always gets me. But it's about that. It's about feeling that fucking gut-wrenching feeling and feeling it in your throat and making you just want to scream, cry. That's a good thing to sit there and come to terms with and say out loud and feel those emotional feelings because your ancestors did this shit. And then you say, never again. and you move forward with that action of being like, never again, this makes me feel horrible, I want to move forward from this. That's what it is. These people don't want to feel those emotions. That's psychopathic, bro. You don't want to feel emotions. You want to, like, be stuck in your little, your comfortable, uncomfortable bubble. The world's changing. You got to get with the picture or get the fuck out. You know what I mean? Like, get the fuck out. Go live in a fucking cave. Do whatever the fuck. Have God take you out. I don't give a shit what happens to you at this point. But not having empathy for another human being because of one small difference. It's all small difference. Because we're all still the 99%. We're still the ones suffering under this regime. We're still going to be the ones that they're trying to pin against each other. But if we don't, why do you think? This is so it's conspiratorial of me, but I don't give a shit. But there's a reason why these motherfuckers are building hideouts away from us. There's a reason why they do that. Why do you think that? Look at history. French Revolution. Shit like that. They're scared of the people. Come together, bro. Wake the fuck up and realize they're using it as a tool to separate. They don't believe that that any of you 99 white people are the ones that they want to keep. There's a lot of them out there that have said, I think it's like 100,000 people that they want to keep on this planet. That's not you! Sitting in your trailer. That's not you, babes. Sitting in your apartment. Bitching that like, undocumented migrants are your problem. Or trans people are your problem. It's not you. They're not going to keep you around. They're not going to keep you around. Wake the fuck up. People use the woke as a pejorative or deliberately doing so to take the meaning out of that term away. Yeah. Yep. And then we have all this shit happen. Keeping us infighting and shit. And it makes me so fucking mad. Because they're not the ones. They're not the ones that the 99 or the 1% are keeping around. Do you know? They're going to do, oh God, I'm going to say it, but they're going to do the same fucking thing with any of their white slaves, because it'll end up being us that are the slaves. Because they're going to try to kill off everybody else. Am I wrong? I'm not wrong. And the only ones that they're going to keep around are ones that they find aesthetically pleasing. They did that shit with Black, Indigenous, and Native Americans. They did it already. They've done it. They've done it historically. Whenever I found that shit out, I was like, literally wanted to throw up. I literally felt my stomach gurgle that I was going to fucking throw up. Whenever I found out that they were, like, breeding human beings to fit. And then they were putting out merchandise of throwing black slaves into alligator pits. They had those back in those days. Same thing as now. Speaking of which, Home Depot, they were using Home Depot's logo as a merch. It's saying Deport Depot. And they finally put a stop to it, which I'm like, yeah, whenever they're using your fucking logo, but not whenever they're sitting there stealing people out of your fucking parking lots. That's your property, bitch. That's your fucking property. And what? You're gonna say, oh, I don't know. It's in our parking lot. It's not in our building. It's on your fucking soil, bitch. Do something. Yeah, and they won't call it slavery. They'll come up with a new term that sounds not as bad. Of course they will. Of course they will. It's the way that they regurgitate this shit. Make America Great Again is not a new slogan. That's old. That's been already washed up. They just dug it from the earth. And they were like, oh, what's this? What's this shit that we just pulled out of the ground? Literally. So it's just, it's wild. And now they're saying that they want to, anyone that wants to become a U.S. citizen, they're putting emphasis on their positive attributes. And I'm like, what does that even fucking mean? I don't even quite know what they mean by that. Like, I have no clue what they mean by that. I'm like, does that mean, like, they're making a fuckload of money? Because that's what that sounds like to me. Because that's how they think. It's just one of those things. I just can't. And then DC, up in DC, that's a whole shit show. Not only with, like, Nicole Collier, she's being fucking illegally detained in the house. Yep. Yeah, Nicole Collier is supposed to be detained there for 3 fucking weeks, by the way. I don't think anybody really has caught that, but Nicole Collier in a Texas state rep is being held in the chambers until I think it's just until Wednesday, whenever they're allowed to do the what do you call it? Voting. But I think that it can be up to 3 weeks, is what they were saying. But she's only allowed to leave if she signs a permission slip to have DPS police escort her, both at home and follow them to the chambers. Like, this is crazy shit. And she refused to sign, and so she's sitting there in the chambers still. And she now has signed or now she's suing over unlawful detainment, which I think is, like, fucking perfect. Yeah. I think it's great that she's suing. Like, this is absolutely detainment without any probable cause or anything. She's basically being kidnapped in this. That's a kidnapping. Taken without your consent, that's kidnapping. So she's sitting on the house floor, sleeping and shit, and I feel so bad for her. Like, there are people outside that, yeah, a lot of what they're doing is kidnapping. There are people chanting outside to let her out. The restlessness of this country is getting really bubbly on both sides. And luckily, I feel that there's not that many on the other side. A lot of Trump supporters are jumping ship now because they're realizing, like, hey, he's lied to us about a bunch of stuff. The Epstein stuff has definitely gotten a bunch of people to jump ship. Not all of them. Now it seems like the people that are kind of straggling and staying attached are the ones that are absolutely in the cult. We're watching, just people drink the Kool-Aid in front of us. And it definitely is becoming a lot more frightening, because that side's willing to do a lot more crazy shit, like the CDC shooting. Apparently there was like 15 shots fired from him, like, at the buildings. He was trying to get into the CDC to shoot him up because he doesn't believe in vaccines. Bro, you're stupid as hell. You let a man that sounds like a frog that is choking on gravel said, I wouldn't believe a fucking word that comes out of that man's mouth. And not a word. He's dumb as hell. His worm was starved. That's why it died. Duh. But yeah, I found out that some Democrats did sign those papers, but some didn't even return to do so. So, like, while I'm sure that the people that were getting detained are told, like, you're not allowed to leave, I'm sure that they were messaging all their colleagues and being like, don't come back. So hopefully it's hopefully this shit stops, because Texas gerrymandering their state, this is really bad. And that, like, goes into, I don't know if anybody saw that, Trump and Putin, whenever they, like, had their meeting, Putin told him that the 2020 election was rigged. And of course he believes it. And then he told Trump that no one uses mail-in ballots for elections. And now Trump wants to get rid of the election machines and the mail-in ballots. He's wanting to make it to where we can't have a presidential election. And I mean, a lot of, like, some of us here have said, hey, RJ, how are you doing? I know a lot of us have said that he's definitely gearing up to not have a presidential election. He's showing off his fucking hat. You just got back. Nice. Showing off his fucking Trump 2028 and 4 more years hats to Macron, Zelensky, and the Finland prime minister. I think it was like Stubb. But he was showing his fucking merch in the White House. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. You've got to be fucking kidding me. However, I think that he won't last these 4 years, because not only is he, like, looking really, really grim, but he also is saying that he wants to get into heaven, and that's why he's trying to get a ceasefire with Russia and Ukraine. And that sounds like end of life talk. Anytime that I have heard someone say that, they typically are on their way out. You know what I mean? It seems a little end of life talk. And I would be heavily surprised. Yeah. And I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't make it to that 4 years. Which, good. The founding fathers are probably rotting him from the inside out, because they're like, this is not what we wanted. No one else is doing anything, so we have to rot his corpse from the inside out. And George Washington is like, I'll rot his teeth first. And I'm like, terrible, but, you know, that would make a really good movie plot, right? He was, during this Putin thing, he was fawning over Putin. They rolled out the red carpet for him. Our servicemen and women were rolling out the red carpet for Putin. They were rolling out the fucking red carpet for him. And it made me so fucking sick. And now Putin is like trolling him or doing something, because now there are Russian tanks flying the American flag with the Russian flag. And that makes me really concerned that is something, yeah, right? That is something that, like, the whole world's watching this. Everybody's watching this. Because Zelensky decided not to be threatened this time and rolled up with the whole fucking, I think, European Union. And they all said some shit. And then, of course, Trump took a 45-minute phone call from Putin in the middle of this. In the middle of it. He said he didn't want to be rude to Putin. Lord Christ. Putin's a piece of shit. Putin is an absolute piece of shit human being. And this is how Trump is you know, acting towards him. Like, on the Russian TV stations, they're saying that he's fawning over Putin. I'm like, yeah, it's because they fucked. It wouldn't surprise me if those two have fucked. And that's why he's so up Putin's ass. I've said this for years. If he hasn't fucked him, oh boy, does he want to. Oh boy, does he want to. Like, boy, you gotta get yourself, like, a boyfriend that looks similar to Putin, but isn't Putin. Oh my god. I hope that all this comes crashing down. Like, the Russian troops attacking Ukraine and, or Putin attacking Ukraine. Like, we can't have this shit. Because Putin, it's only going to be a matter of time before he extends out again. It's going to happen. He's already, like, taken other, Putin knockoff. Oh my god. Yes, he needs a Putin knockoff. Agreed. And whenever Trump was walking down that fucking red carpet too, which makes me wonder because he's talking about heaven. It makes me wonder because he was zigzagging on that carpet. I don't know if anybody saw that, but then whenever Putin went next to him and they were walking side by side, Trump wasn't swaying that much, but he was still swaying. You could still see some like sway in his step, to where he was like not. If Putin wasn't there, he would walk in a crooked line like he was. He needed someone to stand right next to him to kind of keep him where he needs to walk because he's mirroring, which makes me wonder if it's dementia. Because he watches nothing but Fox News and listens to Putin. He has dementia. He's gonna go with whatever he's told. This is dangerous. This sets a very dangerous precedent for everything. And I can't. There was also like I guess one of the like people around Putin was wearing like a Soviet Union shirt or something like that. Like basically like wanting the old Russian territory to go back to where it was, which is incredibly concerning. Because again, Russia's not going to stop there. To all my friends over in, Europe, you guys are in trouble. If he takes Ukraine, and yeah, there may be, like, some distance, but I don't trust it. I don't trust it one bit. It's crazy. Absolutely bad news. He's not going to heaven no matter what the fuck he does. No matter what the fuck he does. He's not going to heaven. He was in the fucking Epstein files. The amount of times he had to be redacted from that, like 100,000 documents or 100,000 pages, even that, that's too much. Same. Yeah, this is all, like, he's never getting into heaven. God doesn't like pedophilia. That I can tell you. That's a baby, you idiot. So crazy. They really are, like, the protectors of pedophiles. They just are horrifying. I guess the DOJ violated a subpoena as well, speaking of the Epstein files. They were supposed to give over the files to the House Oversight Committee. James Comer, which is the girl that got fired, the lawyer that got fired for doing Epstein file stuff, that's her dad. James Comer seeking complete unredacted files and plans to depose top officials. And some of those top officials are people like Bill Clinton, which I always knew was a fucking weirdo. He literally took advantage of Monica Lewinsky. He took advantage of her. And then she got all the heat for it. Whenever in the reality of it, he should have gotten the heat for it. He's a 40, 50 something year old man fucking around with like an 18-year-old. She was like 18 at the time. Or 20, something like that. She was an intern, a baby intern. So he's a fucking weirdo too. I don't like him. They're like, presidents aren't without their faults. However, there are ones that have bigger faults than the others. You know, we have an alleged pedophile. He's not alleged. He's in his fucking files. But we have a fucking pedophile in the White House. Someone that has all these fucking felonies. We shouldn't even have have the ability to have someone that is, you know, a one-time felon, let alone 34. Like, we shouldn't have that. That shouldn't be a thing. That shouldn't be a fucking thing. We have DC overrun with all these ICE agents and shit. And they're not, or National Guard too. They're not doing shit, by the way. They're not even in the areas that are, have more crime. And crime is down 30%. Like, or 30 years. It's down in, like, 30 years. Like, there's no reason for them. And now, Mississippi, Louisiana, and Tennessee all are allowing their National Guard to go to D.C. now. And, by the way, Jackson, Mississippi has the nation's highest homicide rate. It's ×3 of D.C. So, here Mississippi is giving D.C. their National Guard for crime when Jacksonville, Mississippi has 3 times the amount of homicides. What are we doing? Like, for real, what are we doing? Because it doesn't seem normal. This is definitely not normal. And all the shit about how our 2020 election was rigged, no, that was installed to give us, question the integrity of our election system. It wasn't put in place for anything other than to question the election integrity. It was one of the safest elections. I don't think this year's was, though. Putin's admitted to fucking with our elections. He's admitted it on, in person, in camera, recorded, of how he believes that, or how he's fucked with our election. And Trump admitted it on TV as well, and was like, oh yeah, that's what they do. They come in and they hack, and that's just what the Russians do. What the fuck? Our election was rigged this year. Period. He didn't win by that much of a margin. I don't think that he was supposed to win at all. I don't think so. I really hope that the military rises up and says, no. Oh, the NRA is not doing that? That's lovely. Hey, Abby, how are you doing? Yeah, that's very interesting. That's very interesting. I hope that the military, a ton of military members step out and be like, fuck yes. This is fascism. This is the homegrown terror that we're talking about. Oh, you were being facetious. Okay, never mind. But it wouldn't surprise me. That's why I didn't even question it. Because I was like, oh yeah, that fucking checks out. Because it's only a matter of time before they try to start fucking with the gun rights. It's only a matter of time. They're going to come for that too. Just got done with work. Nice. I feel like I'm still exhausted from the trip. Holy shit. Oh my god. My body. But yeah, it's only a matter of time before they go for the guns, too. It's only a matter of time. They're gonna go for it. They start with little things, and they start stripping it away. White dudes think that they're gonna have their privilege, but if you're not in the 1%, no, you're not. Soon, baby. You're gonna feel it, too. You'll feel it, too. You always do. Because they're not good enough. Just an FYI. Because they got a lot of these people just absolutely cooked. Yeah, I'm totally still exhausted too. But they got these people fucking fried. They just don't have any ability to, like, think for themselves. The cognitive dissonance is just astonishing, honestly. It's crazy. So I don't know. This is getting quite gnarly of a situation with everything. I hope that people start waking up to this reality and start going, okay, yeah, this is now affecting me, which I hate. It shouldn't get to you before you start saying something. But there's so many people out there that are just like so anti X, Y, and Z that they don't give a fuck about anything. Not realizing that this is going to affect them. Not realizing, like, the fact that they are so bold to think that they're better or special, and they're not. Not a fucking one of them are. The difference between, billionaires and us is we're one paycheck away from being homeless, and they will never have to work another day in their life. And they can travel the globe, and they can do whatever the fuck they want. But we're 2 steps away from being homeless. And that's also illegal, by the way, in a lot of areas. So if you're even living out of, like, an RV, that's still considered homeless. People with that do the hashtag van life shit that I kind of want to do. That is considered homeless because you don't have an official base, even if you stay in the same location for a very long time, like at a specific RV park or whatever. It's not considered that because you have to have a P.O. box. And the P.O. box is not considered a resident. It's crazy. It's crazy. There's all these little loopholes that they can use. Yeah, it's also illegal to sleep in a car in a lot of states, which is bullshit. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. And, like, a friend of mine, they're, like, not a friend of mine, I shouldn't say that, but, like, an acquaintance of mine had posted something on social media, and it was, like, just allow us to have an area where we can live however we want, or, intense or whatever, like, we so choose. And I was like, I want you to know they're trying to do that. I didn't say anything because I was like, I just don't even care enough to cut hairs on this one, especially with this person. But in my head, I was like, that's what they're trying to do. But that's gonna be more of a concentration camp situation, so you can't really ask that of this administration in good faith. I understand if we were living in a beautiful world where living, in roaming caravans and shit, like I've said in the past, where I was like, are we gonna have to do this? But yeah, that's how you get bill riots. Yeah. Yep. Yes. That's exactly how you get the bill riots. So yeah, like, and that's another question that I had, like, with everything, not the Bell riots, but like other riots, like historically as well, is like um whenever the Industrial Revolution happened, and there was, you know, all these people that were losing their jobs for machinery. We're literally going to go through that again. In fact, like some scholars say that we're not even out of the Industrial Revolution. We are still in it. And you know, now we're looking down the barrel of AI. And I heard someone say, and I don't know this for sure, this is like literally hearsay, but someone was talking about how they work for Google, and if Google employees don't comply with going full in on AI, then they're left without a job. Which, without even checking into that, I feel like that's pretty standard on fucking Google, because they're a bunch of piece of shits too. So we're not going to escape AI. The internet wasn't made to be a safe place, and it's getting unsafer by the day. You know? And it's wild to me to think that we're gonna have to fight against AI as like little people. For me, like, I don't get to, you know, do all the things I'd like to do because, like, my job doesn't pay me enough. And now my job is leaving for a place where they can pay people pennies on the fucking dollar for work instead of paying us a livable wage. And those jobs are dwindling. We're losing jobs. Our jobs numbers now, they're not going to come out. So anything that comes from our jobs numbers now from the government is null and void. They're pointless. We have a fucking Christian nationalist Project 2025 writer in that position now. He's too busy deep throating Donald Trump's non-existent cock. There we go. I knew I'd get it out. Like I said, I really can't fucking think today. But yeah, that guy is just choking on Donald Trump's tiny fucking knob and not able to give out those reports. He doesn't give a fuck about anything. He only cares about what Trump wants. What a beta. A beta to a bigger beta. This is crazy to me. It's crazy. I've heard, and I haven't had a chance to look into it, but I've heard that the Nobel Peace Prize Committee, I don't even have water over here, so I'm like struggle busing. B squared. You're right. I love that, RJ. You're B squared. So apparently the committee for the Nobel Peace Prize has pulled Donald Trump out of the running, period. Officially, like, said something about it. And I'm like, good. I hope that man dies without a peace prize ever getting awarded to him. I hope. Because it really does scare the shit out of me that he's buddy-buddy with Putin. And the world sees this. And we do have more of the nuclear capabilities. We have a bigger military. And I don't want to be fighting alongside Russia. I don't want that. And that's what scares me. Is that we're going to send our men and women over there to literally die for two, not one, but two shitty dictators. It's just abhorrent. It's so abhorrent. And it makes me so fucking mad. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Elise Stefanik got booed off stage, though. And that's why I say, like, I don't think that there's as many MAGA as we think. because Elise Stefanik got so booed off stage that she literally started her sentence and she's like, I'm just going to give the podium back. And she walked away. And I was like, there she is. Bye, bitch. See you later. See you in hell. So, yeah, like, she got so badly booed off stage that, like, she just left. And a lot of these MAGA, senators and Republicans are getting booed off stage. I really think, what I'm really hoping is that we get the right candidate in and they try to gerrymander the map, but the blue wave hits so fucking hard that there is no choice. That's what I want. I also forgot to take my vitamins today, so I'm going to take those. I really do need to be sponsored by Gruens. I really, really do. They're so cute. Little gummy bears. Anyway. It just makes me mad. Trying to give Putin everything that he wants. And he doesn't deserve. He doesn't deserve it. It's so fucked up. And I feel like there is a lot of people out there that feel that we're incapable of change and we're incapable of doing anything, but I can't stress it enough. Like, state and local level. Call your reps. Protest. Do whatever you feel that you can do right now. But every so often, push yourself to do something else and something more. Sit on a city board. You don't have to ask questions, but sit in on it. I'm definitely planning to. Come October, whenever I have more free time, I'm going to utilize my time and be like, this is what's happening in my local government. I'll probably have to stick with, like, maybe my state, but, or I can be general. But, yeah, I'll probably talk about, like, my local and be like, this is, this is how our government is functioning. This is what they're trying to push. This is what we don't want. Just little things like that. But, yeah, I think it's super important for all of us to be strong, support local communities as best as you can. Try to make change, better change, everywhere. Whether or not that's just in like a small group of, cosplayers or a small group of, knitters or whatever. Like, just do something in your little local tribe and be like, okay, this is the thing. I shouldn't use the word tribe. Your local, like, family. Your little local group. Do that. Try to make change on that. Explore conversations that you normally wouldn't. And just see what everybody's thinking. Because it might surprise you. It might surprise you. Especially with, like, Texas dealing with what it's dealing with. The red states can't really gerrymander any more than they already have. They were saying, okay, you can't gerrymander Illinois much more than it already is. And I was like, I know. Southern Illinois, pure red. But I'm sure you could cut out a little blue section. I think if you put Marion and Carbondale and cut those two out specifically, then I think you'd be able to pull 2 blue seats out of there. Personally, I think. I like to believe Johnson City because I know a lot of the old people died and a lot of my friends still live there, so. And they're all cool. Cut out Johnson City, too. Cut that one out. And get 3 little blue dots down there. Like little freckles. They'll be like little tendy freckles. Boop, boop, boop. Anyway. Tendy from Star Trek. She always has like the 3 little... I love doing those. Oh, I love being green. Hey, Crow. What is it? Oh my god. Chris. Thank you. Yes, I got it. Hello, Chris. How are you doing? Jesus. My brain really is not working. Abby and I, like... Jet flight fucking killed us. And me having to drive 9 hours the day before, fuck, dude. The fact that I'm even functioning, which I was like, I'll probably stay on for as long as I can today. And then I'm going to jump off because I'm going to do... Abby, we're doing Figure Fight Club tonight, yeah? You didn't send me... Did you send me a link? Oh, yeah, you just sent me a link. Okay. Yeah, so I know that I'm going to be on Figure Fight Club for a little bit. I won't be on next Tuesday. And if I am, it's going to be to tell you guys how amazing DragonCon is. And that's that. And then I'm going to be like, I'll see you later. I'm going to die now. Like, pass out. Cause yeah, I have, we got 7 days, 9 hours. 7 days, 8 hours until DragonCon. We're updating it on the hour, baby. Ooh, ooh. So I'm gonna cry a little bit come next week whenever it's like Tuesday, and I'm gonna be like, in a few hours, I have to go and leave, cause I leave for DragonCon at 3 a.m. every time. 3 a.m. It's 3 a.m. on the dot. Get in the car, bitch. Drinking my bull. I got a real badass con to go to. You go. I pull up. It's 10 a.m. They say no. Check-in's at 12. And I say, please, baby, baby, I need my room to... Fuck, I lost it. All right, I was really good on that one. I was so close on it. Tried oysters and ham, no go. Oh, no. Oysters and ham? Chasing. That's wild. You're wild. You come in here just wild now. I love it, though. It's great. I like it. You're keeping us on our toes. Wild card up in here. Also, I didn't know if is that a thing? Is oysters and ham a thing? Isn't it? Is that a thing, guys? Oh, nice. Oh, I love doing that. Yeah, it does smell kind of bad. You're supposed to wash them if you're... Yeah, no. I get that. Anytime I go to Florida, I do want to do that, and I realize that it would smell bad, so that's why I don't do it, but I applaud you for actually doing it. It's impressive. But yeah, so the next few days, you and that DG cashier, man. How is that going? I mean, she gave you a stink face, but I mean, she should applaud you for your resourcefulness. You have resourcefulness. Or mad that you didn't give her one. What? Fucking white, dude. It's my ethnicity. Fucking white. Do I know? Scottish and French. I asked for her number. She said no thanks. She doesn't. Oh. Look at you. Look at you chasing. I don't know. Are you happy with this change? Are you happy with changing your beard? It's my question. I know you're fucking with me, but are you happy with it? Oh, you didn't realize how out of control it was? I get it. I know, me too. Me too. Mine gets a little too crazy. Mine gets crazy. Crazy. So yeah. DragonCon chit chat. But yeah, so for the next like week, I'm gonna be packing up a cosplay. Eventually, I will zip back or like I have to buy some more like vacuum bags and do that for the DragonCon packing and make it possibly a little nicer. But I don't know. You've been glued to the interwebs and hermit mode too long. I get that. Sometimes it's nice to hermit. That's going to be me for the next week before DragonCon. I'm going to hide here. And, oh, no, you can't get to him. But snuggle with Bruce. Chill out, Do the thing. Oh, god damn it. Do I have the ability? Oh, crap. I don't have my restream up because I still haven't done the thing. Oh, no, it has the ability to. Why can I not? Love this for me. Okay, let me go to the thing. I really got to fix my restream. I keep not being able to, for whatever reason. Stream manager, yes, got it. Thank you. Where's my ban? Help. Got it. No. Is it a ban? Shit. You can't do that? Oh my god. No, that's a timeout. Ban! There we go. Jesus fuck. Ugh. That's annoying. Yeah, I've got to fix my restream because that allows me to do everything very easily. And I'd much prefer that. I like easy. Easy mode is great, especially since I do too much. Yeah. You need help modding, but you do not volunteer. That's fine. Totally understandable. Do you Irish think Irish and French are bad? No. Mm-mm. No, I don't think so. I mean, like, I think Americans might make fun of French people and say that they give up, but I disagree with that heavily. So, I'm sorry you get bullied for your green sword. I'm not sure why you do, but I'm sorry. Anyways. So, for DragonCon this year, one of the cosplays that I am doing, I'm actually going to get out my list just in case I have something around me that can, that I can also pack up. Aha. So we got Debbie Thornberry, which is the one that I was going to showcase today, because fuck it, I wish I could find a real dragon I could ride on. I'm not gonna lie, I really do. That'd be pretty fucking rad. But anyways, so we got Debbie Thornberry. I'm gonna do a quick little, because unfortunately my Shorzy jersey is still not in, and I'm starting to get a little nervous. So Debbie Thornberry. Oh, look, it automatically populates it for me. Oh, look at that. I was correct in everything that I have with me. So Debbie Thornberry, we got that going on, right? So, got the blonde wig. We're going to start moving things to the box. This is the costume box. To your childhood crush? Same. Normally, for me, it's a whole thing of, if you can't be with your crush, you become them. Next up. Okay. Next up, jeans, shirt. Got it. Where's my other one? Oh, no. I know I have the green sweater thing somewhere. And that's where tomorrow's stream we'll bring in the Debbie Thornberry shirt. Perfect. All right. We're doing the thing. We're packing it up. It's about time. So I think I'll probably pack up my Hobbit tomorrow because that'll be another. She's a big cosplay though. My Hobbit is so fucking, like, there's so many things to her. So mental work for 3 days. I still have to make my Esteban from my Team Zissou. I guess I'm not doing my Snooki dress, RIP, because I don't have time to do it. I will be doing my Party Wizard. Oh, I might need to add cosplays. Now that I just see Merlin costume would be cool, right? Not doing Merlin, but, you know, close enough. Close enough. Merlin, I would want to do, like, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do Gandalf and get real fucking weird with it. Bruce just, like, papped his foot really hard, and I was like, what the hell? Okay, so probably not going to be doing Snooki, because I wanted to do Snooki with, like, a white dress that I was going to print on it, the letter of that last night at bed, when you were still dating Ron, etc., etc., and then I was going to bedazzle, like, a bunch of, sequins onto, some sunglasses. So I do like that sort of thing. Aw, Sammy. Yeah, I'm such a hoe for the Jersey Shore. I just love it. It's like my absolute guilty pleasure. I know that show sucks. I know it's terrible. I don't care. I feel a hair on me. That's cute. That's super cute. But yeah, I wanted to do that one. I still have to do, I have to make, Alan my poster for the Leg Day Bay Gay sign, to carry around. I think I'm gonna put, like, a like, handle on it, too, so whenever I'm, like, not wanting to carry it, I can, like, I don't have to hold it like this. I can just hold it like a shield. Be a table? I mean, you could get away with a lot, actually. I would think that's a great... I mean, you could literally be in every group cosplay picture as a table. My friend wanted to do a tree at one point, and I was like, you could literally jump into anyone's group cosplay. Because, like, you're automatically there. Oh my god. Now, you gotta pay for that. That's different. That's different. You can't be like that. Don't be like that. Don't subject people to your kink. Unknowingly. Don't do that. Don't be that person. I'm not gonna do a Lae'zel bunny. I really don't want to get back into that fucking bodysuit. That doesn't cover anything. I am surprised that I didn't clam slam DragonCon, if I'm gonna be completely honest. Very surprised. So I might end up doing, like, let's throw Raven up in this. Because, like, let's see, Tinky Winky, Debbie Thornberry, Hobbit, Veronica possibly. She's not even, Al's not even doing that one anymore, so I'm going to just move that. Ho Ellen from Nosferatu. Dax from Letterkenny, Esteban, Goody from Jersey, or Goody from Shoresy, and then Party Wizard. And that's 8 cosplays, and I feel like that's not nearly as much. Yeah. Oh, no. I don't believe that, but okay. Don't do that. Just don't do that. Debbie, yeah, so I need to come up with, like, a couple other ones. Oh, but... Oh, man. Now I guess that means that I might bring a Twi'lek. Fuck! Oh, I gotta message Neon now. Fuck. I only have 8 cosplays. I might just poison ivy all day. I mean, I could easily poison ivy all day. Too bad I don't have a red Leiku. I would 100% do that. They'd be like, that doesn't make any sense. I'd be like, no, it's poison ivy. It's fine. You should be a short story author. Honestly. I really think you should. I really think that you should. Especially, like, writing, like, little skits. You could do great on that. Do that, Chasing. Seriously. You can monetize that shit. Monetize that shit. Chat GPT. Oh, God. Do it. Please. Please do. So, yeah, I have to come up with some other cosplays, and now I don't even know what I would want to do. Because, let's see. I have a whole-ass cosplay lineup, and I'm like... I know that Danny DeVito would be cool. I actually want to do that. I want to do Ongo Globlogian, the art collector. And I want to hand people like mini versions of the painting that he buys for like that exorbitant amount of money. I want to do that. I think that cosplay would be hilarious, especially handing out like little paintings. And then I was going to put one at the Danny DeVito shrine because I'm going to do it for MagFest. And MagFest is our patron saint for MagFest. So I wanted to do that. Oh my God. Terrible. Terrible. But yeah, I need to figure out what else I'm going to do on that one. Oh yeah, DragonCon's ass out. Oh my God! I have so many possibilities now! There are so many cosplays that I have that my ass is out and I get to have it out. Because it's DragonCon. That's why you're my favorite con. Now how do I be a hoe? Not just a little hoe. A major hoe. What cosplay can I whore out? Oh God, what cosplay? Now I'm going to be thinking. I'm going to have to think on this. Yeah. You mean this yeah, no, it's not bad DragonCon, no. No, that's just DragonCon. DragonCon is not for children. In fact, anytime I see children, I'm like, why the fuck are they here? Especially at nighttime. Like, during the daytime, I'm just like, please don't bring your kids here. This is not a kid con. And then at night, whenever they have their kids around, I'm like, get them the fuck out of here. What are you doing? This is not a child con. This is I'm going to be a whore con. Get out. Get out, whore raven. Go as slutty as possible. That's what I want to do. Slut raven. Go hard. There we go. Definitely doing Raven now. Huh. Who else can I do? Oh man. There's not enough options now. Oh, I have Waluigi. I have Waluigi. And that one's full ass out. I did Waluigi last year though. Should I change it up? Eva. Oh, Eva from Metal Gear. Yes. Bring Snake Trap, you stupid bitch. Bring Snake Trap You stupid... Oh. Bitch. Okay. Alright. That's in the thing. So we're gonna bring Eva. I want to do something else. Should I do a Harley? I don't have a Harley with me. Oh, wait, green. I can do Tendy. Can I be a slutty Tendy? Maybe. Perhaps. So yeah, what else did I have today? Oh, yeah, so I checked this last time, or I got another little, like, package from Dark Mountain Cult, and I wanted to open it, and I was like, let me just scratch this out really fast. But anyways, I got another little thing from Dark Mountain Cult, and I wanted to, like, open it up before I got off stream. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna last. I'm, like, tongue-tied like a motherfucker. This time I scratched out my address. It was smart of me this time. But anyways, yeah. Oh, goodness. Hello. Kid tracks offer kid-friendly. Yeah. They do. They do have... Yeah, they want kids there. No one else does, though. That's the big difference, is we don't want little ones there, because it does tend to be very heavy, not family friendly, especially during the night. And that's where people start getting pissed off that you're bringing your kids in. So I just don't think DragonCon's ever one of those cons that should be for kids. We should not be doing that as kids. Oh shit, I got 6 out of 20 on this one, but I got a cookie. I got a cookie coaster. And it's like the perfect size for my desk. And I'm going to sit there for like quite a few times and be like, oh my god, did I leave a cookie out? No. It's not a cookie, Jen. But I want it to be. I actually was craving cookies whenever I purchased it. So that's just exceptionally hilarious to me. I was like, I really want cookies. I think that night I went out and got Insomnia cookie. So this was me being like, I really want cookies right now, and so I have this. So I can have an always cookie, a forever cookie, a disappointment cookie, dependent on my mood. So yeah, that's my little thing that I got from Dark Mountain Cult. There's like a little fruit fly. And then they gave me one of these little guys that I like to put on my straw, which I would do if I had my fucking water. Also, you hydrating? Did you take your meds? Did you eat actually food? Not a snack. We're talking food. Did you? Do it. All right. Because like I'm getting super tongue-tied just trying to fucking talk. I need water super bad. So at some point I'm going to jump off here. Probably in the next, 5 minutes. Because we're going to have our, our figure fight club tonight. And I actually want to stick around for it for as long as I possibly can. But my sleep schedule, dudes, so fucked up. It is so incredibly fucked up. Because I didn't go to sleep until 4 a.m. on Monday. Then Monday, I went to sleep at 7 p.m. and slept until 8 this morning and got up for work and did all that. So I'm so fucking tired. You need a good ticket to the police. Heck yeah. It's a lot of fun. The con is absolutely amazing. I have to do my Hobbit Trading Post stuff. I need to fix up my sign a little bit, make it a little bit more stable so I don't have to run it through a backpack. I can just have it stand. And then we're gonna bring a little mini table, and it's gonna be really cute. Super stoked about that. It's gonna be amazing. So if you are at DragonCon and you are doing Swag and Seek Sunday night around the what is it? The not Pulse Bar. Yeah, the Pulse Bar, not the dance part, but the Pulse Bar. My friend Neon and I will be sitting there and trading with people for little trinkets. So it's not just these. I have a shitload of trinkets that I'm giving away. This entire bag. This is an entire bag of trinkets. Some of these trinkets are for other people, but like little things like this that I made. We have bags of, these are the sticker bags. So we have like DragonCon stickers. We got a shit ton of random things, like little keychains, little squishy dudes. Oh, the worm on a string. We got it all. We got all the trinkets to give away for DragonCon. This is actually my favorite. Fun fact, this is my favorite part of DragonCon, is collecting swag to bring to our Hobbit trading post and doing that. So, and then we got like slap bracelets. So that was from a different con and I was gifted it. I used it for a while and then I decided that it was time to release her to the ether for other people to enjoy. Anime NYC. Yeah, I always wanted to do DragonCon. It is a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun. And, yeah, DragonCon this year, gonna be a blast. Like I said, this is an entire bag of swag and seek. I'm probably going to add some more things to it. I got this from DragonCon Swag and Seek last year, and I'm debating on if I want to re-gift it. But it's Cosplay the Marvel Way, and then it's also signed by the... by the author. So, I was actually gifted this at DragonCon Swag and Seek, and I was like, oh my god, or at the Hobbit Trading Post. So I'm probably going to post up about it this year. I have my bag of swag that I keep, which is our flotation device for our drinks, which has to be blown up. These are another like cute little swags that I got. I kept this one, but I might regift it this year to send nudes. I got a bunch of, these are not going away because these are trading card, like DragonCon Clue trading cards. Trashy. Then we got blue postcard. Then we got Cult of John. So if you're not going to DragonCon, these three things mean absolutely fucking nothing to you. Including, where's... a piece of the carpet. So all this shit does not mean anything to you. I also got... I don't know if this is any good. But I got this One Piece card game one. So I don't know if he's good or not, but he came in a little bag and I was like, I don't know. Then I got like this 3D printed like fake knife thing. Oh, I got a tarot card too, apparently. Oh, I got DragonCon earrings. Oh my god. The gold from fucking whatever the currency is from oh, is that gold plus platinum? Because my brain was like, I think this is gold plus platinum. Not from Star Wars. I think it's Trek. Anyways, little star dude. Squishy star dude. Squishy banana. Felt like that was important for me to have. A pat. I'm gonna use it as a patch. It's like a thing, but I really love him and I think he's cute. Oh yeah, I got a like Pokemon Pikachu card. Yeah, there's like a few things that I'll keep and sometimes I'll go back through and regift. A carrot, a skull, a 3D printed skull, Oh, this is the Star Wars money from the Jawas. So I got that from the Jawas. I like to trade with the Jawas for sure because they typically give me good shit. Little Grogu. But yeah, like DragonCon is so much fun, and I always get like, and this is like the best of my swag. Oh, you got dice. Got a pen. I got a bunch of pens in here. And some stickers. So yeah, there's like a bunch of shit that that I do. Yeah, this is goblin mode shit, like for real. I love doing swag and seek. It's one of my favorite things in the whole wide world. I never have bags to put my swag and seek in because I don't even think about it until I like go to DragonCon, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I don't have bags for these. I can't just leave them out because that's kind of like one of the rules. So how you had some of these things in like these bags. But what I'm probably going to do is post on the Swag and Seek group and be like, yo, we're doing a Hobbit Swag and Seek trading post. So if you don't like what you got, or you would like to gift us something to trade, or just like gift us something in general, then like that's what you're gonna do. So please stop by the thing and trade with us. At this point, I don't think the Eternal... It depends on your age. It depends on your age. Do the math of, like, just this year price. Sometimes they go up, like, $10. Sometimes, so just kind of do it for this year and, be like, okay, I'm gonna go until I'm 65. And just, you know, give yourself whatever year and then kind of 175 each year. Yeah, so just kind of do that rate. Would love to be there at 98 years old. Yeah, so that's what everybody has told me, because I was going to do the Eternal membership. And a lot of people are like, don't do it because like literally there's no point in it. And it isn't worth the cost of the Eternal membership, because they did bump it up. It used to be 3,500. I think it's now 4,000. And whenever I did the math, I was like, that's not going to be good. No one's ever bragged about it. I've never met anybody that says that they have an Eternal membership, so it's apparently not a bragging right, I guess. They'd probably be like, congratulations, you overpaid for all your tickets. So yeah, I think if they ended up bumping up the prices, or they started to cap it like a really low amount of people, then I would say like I'll probably get the Eternal membership just to solidify that I make the cut every year. Yeah, I guess that would be the only way that I would do the Eternal membership at this point. But yeah, I think it's going to be a great time. Oh, that's fair. Yeah, and it's very Atlanta, and there's a lot of bodies. I think it was like 75,000 people this last year, and who knows how many this year. It keeps on increasingly getting harder and harder to get hotels. So it's she's getting rough, you know, she's getting rough. And, yeah, word of mouth is a huge thing. Like, once you start making friends and stuff, like, that's how you can get rooms and deals and whatnot. But, yeah, I would say don't be in a room with more than, like, 5 people. You will be miserable. I did 6 my first year. Hold on. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We did 7 our first year. And I regret it heavily. Like, I almost didn't go back because of that. It was pretty bad. One of our roommates decided to allow 4 Twi'leks to airbrush alcohol paint themselves. We didn't have windows that opened, so it was just in the air. If you've ever worked with an airbrush, those particles get fucking everywhere, and I was breathing in like pure alcohol paint the whole time. And I was like, this fucking sucks. This fucking sucks. And, yeah, never gonna do that again. And if anybody's like, I'm gonna airbrush, I'd be like, no, you're gonna switch to body color cosmetics and you're gonna paint that shit on, because I'm not dealing with another fucking airbrush situation in a hotel room. Period. Like, I'm not doing it. I will help you paint. I'm not doing it. Like, everybody that I know that body paints has switched to body color. Possibly because of me, I don't know, but I do brag about it a lot. But it's because Tiffany's shit's good. I can't help it. I was watching a TikTok about it's okay if you're goth and it was saying your makeup cracks after 3 hours, and I sat there and I was like, mine doesn't. Oh yeah, I use body color cosmetics, that's why. How do they not know this? Do they not know? And I was like, I could use body color cosmetics on my makeup and my face, and I might end up doing that and test running the goth makeup in the, like, heat and shit. Of course, that's probably gonna have to be, like, next year. And I'll be like, oh god, this sucks. But I don't think it's gonna crack like what they're saying. Like, it might go into, like, the couple of lines I have over this brow because I raise it a lot. The amount of times I'm like, this eyebrow just goes rogue. So I always get creases like over that brow from just doing that motion a lot. So it wouldn't surprise me if that, and also I'm getting older, so, you know, that's kind of a thing. But yeah, I'm like, I don't think I ever have that issue. I don't think that that's a problem for me. So I would love to test it out and, like, really stress test it and be like, yo, hey goths, did you guys not know about this? This stuff's way better than whatever you're painting on your face. Just a heads up. Just use body color cosmetics. I really, like, Tiffany, I swear to God, the amount of times I brag on her, I swear, it's crazy. I'm buying more product from her this DragonCon because she's going to be there. I have to message her and be like, I need to know exactly where your fucking booth is because I need more green and I need more solution. I always need more green, but I'm okay with that because I love being green. Doing the green body paint is my favorite. I didn't think it was going to be my favorite. I thought yellow was going to be my favorite. But nope, it's green. I have more green characters than anything else. I could have, at this point, already made a Marge Simpson for my yellow. I haven't. I could do, I don't know if there's any other yellow characters. I feel like I'm seeing one in my head, possibly Star Trek. But did I hunt that down? No. I just kept going, oh, I love green. Tendy's green. I have a green Twi'lek now. Poison Ivy, Lae'zel, Gamora, She-Hulk. Oh my god, the list goes on. I can do an entire weekend green at this point. One day I want to do that. I want to do an entire 3-day convention. I don't want to do it for DragonCon, but I want to do a full 3-day convention where I literally wear nothing but green and just be green the whole time. I would love that. It would feel so right. If I did it for Katsu, then I'd have to do S-Class green, and I don't know if I'm prepared for that. They know me by now. It's fine. It's fine. I'll do it. Fuck it. Katsu I might do. I might do all green for Katsu. I don't know. But anyways. Alright. It is 6:48. I'm going to jump off here. I'm going to get some grub. I'm going to stare off into the distance for a good solid 15 minutes before I realize that I've been doing so. I look forward to those 15 minutes of just turning my brain completely off. Probably while I have food in front of me, because that typically happens, where I'm just like, and you can just hear the Futurama frog going while I'm sitting. But anyways, I'm gonna get some food. I'm gonna chill before Figure Fight Club tonight. If you are not following Figure Fight Club on YouTube, definitely go give us a check out. We're gonna do our Tuesday night stream. We're gonna be talking about Toytuber Expo. We're going to be showing off our toys that we got. I got Gemini from Valiverse. Really cool toy, really cool action figure. I cosplay her. You guys have probably seen some photos up. But yeah, so we have a few people that are probably going to show off their haul. I know Abby got some stuff, so shocker. Got some stuff, and I know he's going to show some rad toys off as well. So there's one that I'm really jealous of, and I'm going to steal it from him. It's a little ant. He's cute. He's a cutie pie. I just absolutely adore him. Gonna steal it from you, Abby. Anyways, so I'm gonna jump off here. If you are not following me on my other social medias, please do. I am still at 10.9K. You're getting tired of hearing me say that now, aren't you? Imagine how I feel. 10.9, seeing that number and going, I'm just not good enough to go to 11 at this point. It's just never gonna happen. So anyways, if you're on Instagram, please give me a follow. 10.9K, really trying to get to 11 just to break that number because I'm sick of seeing it after 7 years. Anyway, jennasaywhat.com/links. You'll find all my links there. I will be there. And I will see you tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Same time, same place. Doing this all over again. Anyways, I love you guys. I will see you tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Bye. Stay safe. Drink your water, eat your gummies, edibles, but also your vitamins. I forgot that I'm not the only one that, I'm one of the few that takes fucking gummy vitamins. But anyways, take your fucking vitamins, drink your water, and stay safe out there. I love you all. See ya.